Now, more of Illinois Rising, presented by the Illinois Policy Institute, the only show directly addressing the problems and solutions for Illinois. Now, from AM 560, here's Dan Proft.
Welcome back to Illinois Rising. Pat Hughes filling in for Dan Proft. I'm here with Diana Rickert, Vice President of Communications for the Illinois Policy Institute. And Diana, I'm a fan of the Avengers. I take my kids to go see those movies, and Captain America is one of the Avengers. And I had always thought that Captain America was there to fight the Nazis and the Axis powers and all of sort of the evil things that have come across America during the last several years of our lives. I did not realize, and maybe you can help me understand this, that Captain America is supposed to fight conservative Republicans who oppose illegal immigration. But apparently there is a story that was picked up and brought through by MacGyver News Service that Marvel Comics has Captain America in the new comic book fighting the evil forces of right-wing extremist groups, is how they put it. What do you know about this, and what are your thoughts?
So what a great find by the MacGyver Institute. They are the free market think tank in Wisconsin, and they are the guys who are helping, fix the prevailing wage, enact right to work, keep taxes low in Wisconsin. And they are very in tune to what's happening in pop culture and the intersection of pop culture and policy. And they saw that in the newest comic book, and I'll confess that I am not a big comic book reader, but this caught my eye here. In the newest comic book, the Captain America book, the villain are right-wingers, conservatives, and they're trying to prevent people from getting jobs who are coming over the border. And there's, of course, that whole debate going on. So I wanted to bring on my friend Nick Novak from MacGyver to talk about this. Nick, are you guys the first people to point this out, the first people to find this story?
We were one of the first to point it out. As soon as I read the actual comic that one of my coworkers had actually purchased, I was absolutely blown away that these were the kinds of things that were in a comic book about Captain America. I mean, I was under the same impression that, he fought Nazis and all these other bad guys, and not fighting conservatives or, maybe Tea Party members. It was definitely a strange find and not something we would typically cover. But something that we wanted to get out there to the public, and it's absolutely gone viral on a bunch of different media channels already. So
now, in the video that you guys have it, by the way, their website is MacGyverinstitute.com, M-A-C, MacGyver. You said that the Captain America is trying to stop the people who are blocking illegal immigrants from crossing the border because they, quote, spread diseases, crime, and take American jobs and collect welfare. Like, how much more direct of an assault on conservatives and Republicans could this comic book have had?
Yeah, the political connotations that they took here are way farther than what you would expect in a comic book. I don't think that this is the role of Marvel or comics. Obviously, they can publish what they would like, but I don't know if this is the role that people would expect them to be filling. Most people that read comic books are looking for an escape, looking for entertainment and the good guys beating up the bad guys. To see them go in this political direction is kind of amazing to me. And my question is, what would you think would happen if the roles were reversed and you had Captain America maybe beating up illegal immigrants or trying to deport them? I think the left would probably go crazy.
Yeah, they would go crazy, Nick. Nick, it's Pat Hughes. Thanks so much for being on the program. The good part of this story is that as part of your job, you get to read comic books. So look at it from that perspective. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, Nick, we don't have that arrangement in Illinois, at the Illinois Policy Institute.
We got to try to do that. Nick, one of my theories, it's not mine, but it's out there, is that this is all part of sort of a concerted effort by people on the left to, get into the schools, get into entertainment. You see this a lot of times in Hollywood. Obviously, it's happening in a comic book. I mean, how far are we from, for example, the next Avengers movie, where these people are the villains as opposed to the sort of traditional villains that we face here in our country or have historically? Do you, in your reporting and sort of the work that you do you see sort of a concerted effort by media, by Hollywood, by the publishing industry to put forth these narratives to accomplish a certain political goal?
Well, I think you can see it in the narrative inside the Captain America comic book that was released on Wednesday that we reported on. In the comic, Captain America holds a press conference saying that he just wants to bring people together, using these words that say, America's divisive. We just need to bring people together. But when you actually look at it, it's not about bringing people together. It's about going after the people that they disagree with. And in this case, it just so happens to be a group that resembles conservatives. And so, in my opinion, there is definitely some sort of effort, whether it be on the effort of the authors here or media in general or Hollywood. It seems that they're trying to take their political views and insert them into entertainment, essentially, to try and get their views across.
And with that, we thank Nick Novak of the MacIver Institute for joining us. Thanks a lot, Nick.
Thanks for having me on.